It hit me like a truck. Folks, welcome back. Finally, I have been gone for a little while, and I will explain all of that in just a moment. But first, we need to take a look at what has been going on around here. I've done a little bit of building just off camera. Obviously, in the last episode, I made the manor here. And as you can see, kind of a lot's been done since then. And I'm going to take you around and show you some of this, and then we need to get to detailing a little bit of the business district down there. But first, let me just show you around the manor. So when you come in, there's a little bit of a map from the 21st of March, and this area I am naming the Melon Mob Meadows. The Melon Mob Meadows, and that's all of this around here. I'll take you a little bit of free cam here and just show you what's been going on. The manor is up on this hill here. It's definitely not complete. We're just, we're building it up slowly. I still need to do the kind of patio porch area. I still need to do the interior. I'm working on all of it. But a lot of these just plants and stuff have been put on the ground to detail all of this. I have some more plants growing. This is going to be the farming district. And then I'm planning on making a little bit of a man-made river down here where all these trees are. And then, of course, you'll have this path going across and around. This is like the, I guess, kind of market district. I built this for my 500 subscriber special, and it has been very, very helpful in supplying me with some melons, some pumpkins, but I guess this will just be a little bit of a decorative area that will build up and build up. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that quite yet. I do know that I'm going to create some kind of museum, but I have a ton of ideas and not all of them have been completed. Obviously, it's still a work in progress. There's a little bit of a tent camp over here near the wheat fields, near the cows and sheep. All of that needs to be kind of updated. As you can see, there are lights spread everywhere. But it definitely needs to be lit up more. That is a stonemason's house, just to provide me with a little bit of quartz and clay and all that. Obviously, we have the Christmas place up there, which we work on every single year on Christmas, or we will. I have a nether portal here. I haven't explored too much into the nether. I've only gone in there like twice. So we'll have to do a lot more in the nether pretty soon here. And then I will show you the market district down here, or I'm sorry, the business district down here pretty soon. And these are basically just farms and different, different farms that can help us with material gathering and all that. And then we have a little bit of a fun Pokemon center right there that I built when I was bored. And then we have our villager trading hall. Again, all of this stuff still needs to be updated and built upon, but for now, we're just getting started with all of it. I have done something pretty interesting around here. I've put a bunch of benches everywhere, just so we can take a sleep once it becomes dark. And I've put them pretty much everywhere around our Melon Mob Meadows. As you can see, there's one down there. And if we walk around, we'll find just a bunch of benches pretty much everywhere. A bench right here. There's benches down here. If you look over there, there's a bench. There's benches over there. I'm sure there's benches everywhere right there. We did get 2 of our parrots. One of these parrots is from like one of the first episodes. And I kind of ventured out pretty far once again to get some tropical fish for my aquarium in there. And I found my parrot. Apparently I had just made it sit. I hadn't killed it or anything. which was kind of nice. So we just need to be doing a bunch more decoration. I need to figure out how to make better custom trees. I'm pretty horrible at that, but we're getting better and better with time and with practice. I do really like these little cabins down here, but let me show you all this stuff. First, we need to just check out the inside of the manor here. So you can see the manor was established on the 25th of January, 2025. Let's eat up a little bit of food while we go into the kitchen here. So the kitchen just has a bunch of, meat in here. We have fish in here. We have bread and wheat. We have our smokers here. We have a little bit of a sink right here. We should probably put a tripwire hook to act as I hear a skeleton somewhere. Anyways. And then we have a little bit of a pantry here, which just holds like seeds and stuff like that. There's just a little bit of storage in here for food. And then over here we have, some miscellaneous food items. And then we have a bunch of pumpkins, which I'm actually going to take down, and I'll show you my little storage system that we've built. And then we have, apples, carrots, and beetroots and potatoes and such. This is kind of just a temporary, only if I'm up here kind of kitchen area. There's a little bit of a potion maker there. I haven't actually made a single potion in this world so far. And then I have this patio. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I was just experimenting a little bit. I definitely want like a big dining table out here. But we definitely need to decorate out here pretty soon. So I have a ton of things to decorate. I just have a ton going on. And then, of course, I have little things like maps and such in here. You can actually check out this map over here. So this is also Melon Mob Meadows. And it's just a little bit of a bigger map, as you can see. And I'm actually going to update it really quick just to see if anything else has been built. But this is kind of what we're looking at. I'll put it back here, and I'll actually update the date down here. Today is the 23rd. I'm kind of outing myself here. The 23rd of March. So anyways, that's kind of what we're looking at here. Again, we want the river going down there, just a man-made little lake there so I can fish basically. And then we want a museum over here probably. And then we just want to expand everything, expand the village. I definitely want to make the village more safe. There's a bunch of powdered snow that all the villagers die in. But other than that, we have a bunch of kind of random decorations around. We got a gold block, we got an emerald block, we got some decorated pots and stuff. We have some empty item frames ready for decoration. This is my old iron armor that I was wearing for quite a while, just with a magma block, just because it looks cool. And then we have kind of a grandfather clock over here. Now we actually do have some diamond armor. I traded with villagers to get all of this armor here, so I have to get mending probably, and then get a bunch of other enchantments and enchant these up. Again, it's just another one of those things that we need to do. I'm not in any rush to do any of these things, but I'll take you along for the ride here. So these are just pieces of iron armor. This is my first iron set of armor. This is my first pickaxe that I ever used, my first iron axe, my first iron hoe, and my first iron shovel. And then this is my second set of iron armor that I ever used. Of course, this is actually my first iron sword, my first shield, my second iron sword, my second shield. So these are kind of just memorabilia that I'm going to keep there forever. And then this was my third set of iron armor. And this was the one that I actually enchanted at the enchanting table and all of that to try and get it pretty good. But then I, of course, got into the villager trading and I got all of this diamond stuff. These diamond tools I actually made and I still don't have a diamond sword or anything like that. I've never made one of those. So I got a creeper head and I put it right here. I have some treasure maps, which I dug up, of course. And so that's what those are. I have a skeleton skull from my skeleton mob spawner, grinder, whatever you want to call it. And then I just have some little items like my Heart of the Sea, and then my first pair of shears. That was my first ever pair of shears, so of course I'm going to keep it. Then I have some random, you know, little tools and stuff. Nothing in these barrels. And then over here, I do have fishing rods, so these will be a little bit more useful. A random Heart of the Sea. This is kind of what I want to do in the kitchen. I think it makes it look more like a real sink. Of course, we have like a random anvil, some flower pots, and then in here we have flint and steel, shears, and then a hoe, a single hoe. So, this is a little bit of an end table here, I guess, just to decorate the area. And then we have tools around, like the stone cutter, workstations, I guess I should say. You know, we have the cartography table, we have random barrel, note block, decorated pots, you know, just things like this. Some bells that we can hit around. And then I do have my horse armor barrel here, and then my armor barrel here. I should probably put some pants on there. There you go. Again, I still need to decorate more of this, and then I will show you up here. I still don't have soul sand. That's really why we need to go to the nether pretty soon. I do have just some things that I really want to get done. Like I need to go get soul sand for the water elevators, make a hidden vault for like my emeralds and stuff, make the farming district, make the business district, get signs pointing to the manor, make that museum, a waterside district. And that's actually gonna be, you guys have already seen it in a previous episode, but it's just all the way up here. And I'll probably put a long play in where I just decorate this, this path here that goes to the waterside district. The waterside village or district or whatever I'm gonna call it is just where I'm gonna fish, and I'll probably break this down and make some ships going into the sea and everything like that. We do have a ton of villages around, which is super cool. My idea is I'll have a welcome center here, which will be a villager breeder, and they'll make a bunch of villagers, and then the train station can be where I send the villagers out to wherever I want to send the villagers out to, and this can be a little bit more populated. We can have villagers roaming around, and it'll just be a little bit more lively. If we walk back in here, of course we have our aquarium, and of course our tropical fish are all at the bottom here for some reason, who knows why. And see, now they're all going up and down. Mojang should really change that. So I definitely want to add more tropical fish in here, so whenever I go out I try and just get some more tropical fish. But I will say our warm ocean is like way down here or something, so it's pretty far away. It's pretty much a whole, you know, 2-day trek to go down there. So this is what you really need to know about the house. Well, first of all, I'll take you up here. This is just our second floor. I haven't done literally anything with it. I think I'll probably put a bedroom up here, and I have no clue. And then you just drop down here. There's a brown carpet over your snow block, your powdered snow block. If we just replace that brown carpet really quick, this is kind of where my bed is. It's kind of a little bunk bed on the top here, and we can just go to sleep through this night really quickly. Then this is where I spend the majority of my time. I call it the Bat Cave. First of all, I have no idea why the hanging sign little chain isn't working right now, but the texture isn't working. I drop down here onto carpets, which again are covering powdered snow. And then I have all of these, you know, aggressive mob drops. I have wool, like all the different colors of wool. I have stone, and, you know, it has cobble, deep slate, brick, granite, whatever. And then, you know, I have transportation blocks. I have wood continued. I have colorful blocks. I have ores. We have redstone pieces right here, and then we have decorative blocks, you know, just all of the different decorative blocks here. And then you have your little water elevator to go up. Obviously, it's not actually a working water elevator right now because there's no soul sand. I haven't gotten soul sand yet. We really need to get on that. In this episode, first of all, let me put away my melon and pumpkin down here in the bat cave. And in this episode, I think, as I put these away, I think I want to go and decorate some of the business district. I did create a cactus farm, and hopefully it's been working over the past couple of hours here, or however long. And that pumpkin farm, I'll just show you the business district down here. By the way, we have a bunch of little details here, which I really am in love with. A bunch of benches, you know, some haystacks, some random lecterns, some workstations, all of that, some more benches. We got our iron farm here, which we built in a previous episode. There was a villager in here and he died, and I'm not sure how or why, but he did, so whatever. And then if we go down here, I've really decorated up these paths, but I still need to do a lot more to decorate them. And if we walk in here, so this ugly building right here, which I will definitely be updating soon, it's been a lot of trial and error to make all these buildings and try and make them look pretty. This has a bunch of sugar cane in it, so that's pretty nice. I should probably cover up these little waterways with a slab, a waterlog slab, but we can cut all this sugarcane down, you know, get our daily fill of sugarcane. We have more sugarcane farms over here, and we basically just trade these with villagers. Same with the pumpkins over here. We trade them with villagers. We get some emeralds. We make the sugarcane into paper, which, by the way, I do need to make a little paper mill or paper office, a little Dunder Mifflin or something. We do have this little building here. This is our cactus farm, actually. It's all open, so you can just see inside of all of these windows. I kind of do want to change that. I'm not sure if I want to change that. Maybe I'll just add some colored glass or green glass or something. But I want to make this into a little bit of a green dye shop. I think that's what I'm going to make it into. Maybe I'll get some flower pots and I'll make and put some cactuses on the window ledge here or something like that. But I mean, I like the way that this building turned out. If we just hop into free cam mode here, we can see all the different sides of it. I mean, I just, you know, free-handed this and just went at it. Took maybe an hour or two, and I built it with jungle logs and spruce. And then, of course, deep slate for this, and then dark oak for some of the accent blocks here. I kind of like this building. It's, you know, it's nice enough. And it's just another building in the business district. I do think that I want to make this building and possibly this building as well into like a paper or a sugarcane, like automatic farm. But I don't have any quartz yet. I do have that villager over there who trades for quartz, so I should probably just trade with him. I'm gonna grab some of this sugarcane and then we'll get to decorating. We're gonna hop on over here with this undecorated path here into our little unfinished mine, because this guy, by the way, these tools are all silk touch. I don't have a fortune pick yet, but the mason here, he loves stone, and if you give him like 20 stone, he'll give you an emerald. So I definitely want to take advantage of that. And same with granite. So we're just going to get a bunch of stone, and I guess I'll grab some of this andesite just to have it for building purposes. That way we can actually trade with him, get some emeralds, and then after we get some emeralds, we can get some quartz from him. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself though, because really my plan is not even to make that sugarcane farm today. My plan is to get you guys this video, kind of explain why I was gone for so long, and as I trade with this guy, I really do want to decorate the business district a little bit more there. I'm actually going to go trade with some villagers. I'm gonna get some more pumpkins and some more sugarcane, I guess, and then we'll trade with the villagers. I have some more pumpkins right here. We'll trade with the villagers in the trading hall. I'll show you the trading hall and all of that, and then we can make some blocks of emerald, because I kind of want to use some blocks of emerald to build. I know that might be dumb, but the owls are out, and that means it is time to sleep. So let's go find a bench. I think there's a bench over here, maybe. And it is dark. My goodness, these shaders. And let's get a couple of these melons, because I love the look of melons. Melons are really one of the best textures in the game, in my opinion, and I feel like they are severely underrated. If you can see this, I just put melons in my floor, just for a little bit of extra texture. I do put pumpkins as well, but I love melons the most by far. Put a melon there. Throw a melon over here. I mean, they just look incredible. Throw a melon over here. And again, I just texture these paths as we go. You know, I take my time with it. It's not perfect, but they look really, really good near the city. Also, this little cactus farm, I mean, it's starting to look pretty good. I like that little circle design. I like the chimney. I like the stairs used in the chimney to kind of break it up and make it look a little bit different. And I'm gonna hop on down here, which is where actually we get our cactus, and we have quite a bit of cactus. So it's been working well. It's only 2 stories, so this is what it looks like inside. You just have those fences, which breaks the cactus once it grows, and then it all flows to the middle, goes down 2 hoppers, and into my chest here. So it's the simplest design, and you have 2 levels of it. Let's see if you can maybe see the top level through here. Yes. So if you want to look at the top level, it's the exact same thing. I use shroom lights just to get a little bit of light so they actually grow on the ground over here and on the side of the wall right there. I forgot what I really wanted to do with that mason was to get some bricks, because I really want to get a bunch of pots and plants. But let's go over and let's trade with the other villagers, just to get some emeralds so that we can pay the mason, and then the mason can give us some clay or bricks or whatever, and then we can make some flower pots. I also love trading iron with these guys down here. These guys trade with iron, and with my iron farm, I can really just get so many emeralds. So I got a mending villager here, and, you know, I got him, I was super excited, but then I got another mending villager who is way, way cheaper. It's 10 emeralds and a book for mending, as opposed to 24 emeralds and a book for mending. So I don't even know what to do with this mending villager. I guess I'll get rid of him and get a new villager in there. And then I do have a little villager breeder here. Way too many villagers, and I don't really know how to stop them from breeding, so I guess there's just going to be infinite villagers. Maybe I'll make them go into a lava pit or something like that. I don't know. Let's trade for this paper, get some more emeralds. And that guy is now not a novice anymore. Let's see what he's... Okay, depth strider and lanterns. Okay, that's interesting. All of these guys with the slabs here, they don't have any good trades. And so I've blocked them off. I'm going to re-roll them. This guy has Silk Touch, which has been a lifesaver. I don't have a villager with Fortune, which is unfortunate. Put the paper back. And let's go try and get some flower pots. I can't forget though, I don't want this to be a cactus shop. I want this to be a green dye shop. Maybe I'll put some banners up here or something like that. As a matter of fact, let me make some shears. Actually, I think I have shears over there already in a barrel. Green sheep over here, and I'm gonna try and shear as many as I can. It gets really, really hard to shear all these sheep because they just, I guess the hitboxes don't work or something like that. And so I definitely do need to get some kind of automatic sheep farm made in the next episode or next couple episodes. Now I can't get out. There's so many. I'm gonna put a little bit of this brown wool in the flooring here because I love the look of brown wool in a path. And again, this is what I do. I just go around and I try and throw it in places where it might look pretty good and break up the monotony a little bit. And it works pretty well. Honestly, having a nice path like this really, really helps me just love to walk around in my world. I have no problem with just walking around, going to my storage room every couple minutes. And especially because I don't have an elytra or anything like that yet. I mean, I'm pretty early on here. So let's make some banners over here. I have a bunch of just workstations in what I call the Bat Cave here, just for this exact reason. Okay, so just 9 banners, and I'll throw the green wool into the green wool place, and then I'll put my sticks back. I always keep a bed with me, and I always keep lanterns with me. That's one of my pro tips that I've learned. I'm gonna grab a couple more emeralds just in case here. So we are walking out into the night once again. It just looks so good at night. I definitely need to light up the area though. Again, I cannot stress this enough. In your world, you should make benches around. I just put a spruce sign here, put some trapdoors behind the bench. You know, I decorate the area a little bit, and I just put a brown bed as a bench, sometimes a green bed as a bench, and you are set. You can just walk around and not worry about the nighttime. I really do think this place is turning out beautifully. Just got a few different styles of houses, got some random like ore cranes, flower pots around, random campsites and such, little chests with nothing in them. I just pick up flowers wherever I can, throw them in random places, maybe put a composter with some cherry leaves on top, maybe put some melons, some rose bushes, some pumpkins around. It really does look pretty good. Let's get this guy to give us some bricks. Maybe 5 more, and we're good to go. And again, I just found this design on like Pinterest or YouTube or something like that. It's very, very, very simple. Again, more benches around, random note blocks, any, you know, decorational block that I like, you know, especially things like decorated pots and such, grindstones, lanterns, just throw them around. And it makes it really, really beautiful. Throw a couple crates down. Looks really good. One thing I do need to do a lot more of, I think, is make like retaining walls. I'm gonna start to do that a little bit more. I think I need to throw a couple of these cactuses into my furnace at home. So I'm gonna make a bunch of iron item frames, and I'm gonna put some green dye in it. So let's make some of these, just 8 of them. Throw the leather back into our passive mob drops here. Okay, all of our stone is exhausted, so we have done the trick. Let's throw an item frame right there. Let's throw some green dye in there. Throw these in and see if this works. Here we can definitely add our little panes. And then one of those to close it off. That's perfect. And this is just coming together pretty well, I think. Sometimes I wish I had a Elytra. Sometimes. So one thing that I definitely need to do is I need to make my tools better. Like for example, the excavator, my pickaxe has efficiency 3. I want it to have like efficiency 4 or 5. Then again, I'm just not that late game right now. I'm pretty early game. I don't know if this is gonna break something if I... You see, the farm is working. I'm probably gonna keep this cave just because it's a really nice naturally generated cave. I'll probably make it into a little bit of a pathway, put something in here, but I definitely want another kind of building right down there. So maybe I'll put some pots around it. I could even add some cactus to that. Add a pot right there. Maybe we could remove this one because I think that looks a little bit bad, and we'll replace it with this. I think that looks better. I would like some kind of like pulley system coming out of the side of that building. Okay, let's build up here just so we can reach where we need to reach. Like this. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll put our trapdoors here, one more here, and we'll add a grindstone here. Then we can just add a chain or 2. This is pretty low to the ground. I might want to make it, honestly, just one more level up. Chains here. I guess 2 is probably good enough. And then I'm thinking barrels. And that makes it look a little bit more lively. Maybe one more barrel there. And then I guess what we could do is light this up with a lantern. That way it kind of brings attention to itself and keeps away the mobs. I guess we could add some stairs or something to the edges to make them a little bit more rounded. Let's try and round that out. I think that's looking kind of decent. Let's just do something to this building and make it look a little bit better. Maybe I could add some signs or something to it. Anyways, I'm gonna get to that. And while I gather materials for that build, I want to tell you a little bit about why I've been gone. Throw some leaves in there. Leaves in the path can look pretty good too, I think. So let me go get my materials and I'll tell you on the way. Wow, that manor is just looking beautiful up there. I love these little cranes. I love all the little details and such, and I definitely want to keep on adding more. Remind me, I need to get a fortune 3 villager. Does that exist? Are there villagers that sell fortune 3? Because that's what I need. So I was making these videos, and of course I run a business as well. So, you know, I'm the guy at the business, and it's not like there's anybody else who can necessarily do what I do. I promise I'm getting somewhere with this. So, you know, again, I run this business, and I work a lot. And so during the time when, you know, I kind of stopped uploading for a little while, that was pretty much exactly the time when I moved to a different, I don't want to say franchise because it's not a franchise, but I moved to run a different store that was closer to, basically it makes more money and it's closer to where I want to be. It's closer to the city that I want to live in. So anyways, it was a good opportunity for me. Tons of work though, tons of work. So I'm working very, very, very hard to, you know, run this store. And at the same time, I am hiring a new employee. I'm training up this new employee. Needless to say, the new employee can't run the store. It's like her first, you know, couple days. She is just great. She's learning quickly. Obviously, she can't run the whole store within just a couple of days of being hired. She doesn't know what it, you know, everything that it takes, and she wasn't hired to do that. She was just hired to help me, right? So, needless to say, I'm working a lot, okay? And at the same time, I'm moving because it's about 2 hours away from where I was living. I don't have my PC with me. I don't have any time in the day, 0 time. You know, I'm working my butt off to survive here. At the same time, or I guess right after that, what happened was I got sick. And I'm not talking I got the flu, because I thought I got the flu, or I thought I got COVID or something, but it hit me worse than any sickness I have ever had. It hit me like a truck. Needless to say, it was really, really hard to work through that. But as I've already established here in this story, it's not like I could just call on somebody else to help me, because nobody else can do my job. So anyways, I'm all alone doing this job while I'm horribly, horribly, horribly sick. And I just got so sick. It turns out I got pneumonia. And I'm talking, I can't do my job. I can't breathe. That was when it really hit me that I was like sick, was when I couldn't breathe anymore. Obviously really hard for me to do my job. So then I called up someone from a different store, someone who runs a different store, and they started to help me, which was really, really, really great. But needless to say, I don't have my PC. I don't have enough energy to make videos. I was also pretty burnt out on like editing the videos. Editing is a ton of work. I'm burnt out. I'm also in bed, can't speak, can't work, can't do anything. And it was just a pretty horrible experience. So I am really, really thankful to all of you who have continued to support me through this sickness and being bedridden. I just got over it recently. Like, I'm talking like less than half a week ago, and it went on for like a month. I was very, very, very sick. And again, this is right after getting this new job and everything. So it was quite challenging, quite a hard time, for me. Obviously, I don't have anyone to help me out. It was a pretty hard time. How does that look? That looks a little bit better. That's why I, you know, almost died. I was super, super, super sick. I mean, I'm I'm telling you, I didn't even eat. I didn't eat anything but a little bit of fruit for just days and weeks, really. Weeks. Obviously, the last thing on my mind when I'm dying is record videos or anything like that. Again, thank you guys for like supporting me through that. You guys are really the best, and a lot of you had been, you know, messaging on Discord and everything, and I really didn't have the energy to message anybody back, but you guys are really the best. No, I hate that. I'm gonna take that away. That looks a little bit better. I mean, obviously better than the square that it was. I don't necessarily love this building, but it's got a little bit more texture to it. Again, I'm very thankful to you guys for just supporting me through that and being okay with me not uploading for a little while. I did work a little bit on this world. Again, I was way too sick to make a video, but I think I kind of want to create like a retaining wall here. I think I might want to do that. Should I do that today? I think I'm going to do that. But again, thank you for your patience as I had pneumonia and was just super sick, bedridden. Sorry if I sound weird today. Just because I was sick. Although I've definitely gotten over most of it, I would say. I mean, I'm feeling pretty well now. Honestly, I mean, putting these little logs in and everything is just one of my favorite things. Detailing these paths is just one of my favorite things to do. I'm gonna go make that retaining wall, and then I'm gonna call it a day here. Thank you guys for your support, and I'm gonna try and put out these videos more. Again, sorry for not putting it out recently. I definitely don't want to burn myself out, so I may upload shorter videos or less edited videos or videos a little bit more infrequently, but I'm still gonna be, you know, documenting this world that I'm making. I love this world so much, and I'm never gonna stop that. Thanks so much for just being supportive. You guys really are the best, and thank you all. Really appreciate it.